your hypnotist, it's Ben Dali! Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Ben Dali. Hopefully you knew that already. And today, I shall be inviting you to take a trance on me. Now, Take a Trance on Me is my brand new hypnotic extravaganza. Yes, that's right, extravaganza, where you, the lovely audience, get the chance to come onto this stage and star in your very own show right here in the greatest arts festival in the world. And now I want to begin by finding out how much experience you have as a hypnotic audience. So give me a cheer if you've ever seen a hypnosis show before. Quite a few of you. Give me a cheer if you've seen my show before. Lovely. I do like a room of Ben Dali virgins. We're going on a journey together, ladies and gentlemen, because none of you have the slightest idea what to expect from the next hour, but we are going to have a huge amount of fun together. Give me a cheer if you've actually been hypnotized. Couple of you. For the majority, you are going on a new journey as well. Now, we're going to have loads and loads of fun together in this next hour, but the people who are going to have the most fun of all are those who actually volunteer to join me on this stage, because when you come up and get hypnotized, you will experience a world free from stress, where you can test your innermost creativity to its absolute limits and create memories for everyone else here that will stay with them and yourself the rest of your lives. Now, in August, over 1 million people have been in this city, and of these over 1 million people, nobody has had a better chance than you, just by sitting in the chair that you are sitting in at the moment. No one has a better chance of you of creating memories for everyone else in the room, to become their primary anecdote of their Edinburgh Fringe experience. You could be talked about for months, if not years to come, if you have what it takes to be a master hypnotic. But what does it take to be a master hypnotic? Well, before I tell you, we ought to have a rough understanding of what hypnosis actually is and how it works. So what is hypnosis? Hypnosis, in its simplest form, is just the result of a suggestion being presented to the unconscious, the subconscious mind, and on acceptance it becomes a conscious reality. So the skill of the hypnotist is in knowing how to induce that right state of mind in the volunteers through careful manipulation of voice, language, atmosphere, and then present the suggestions in such a way that they be accepted. That's half of the skill required to achieve hypnosis. That's my half. On your half, you're going to require the capacity to concentrate and relax, to trust, to focus. Being a good hypnotic is closely associated with imagination, creativity, and is a sign of great intelligence. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I've always found it easiest to hypnotize people who are intelligent enough to come to my show in the first place. Now, if all of you would like to volunteer, you're all welcome to. I've got 12 chairs and space for 12 more to stand behind. If more than 24 of you want to come up, every single one of you is welcome to. Do not join me on stage today if you are currently under 18 or pregnant or both. Do not join me on stage if you're taking medication for any serious long-term illnesses, or if you suffer from serious asthma or epilepsy or schizophrenia. Just stay where you are, please. Both of you. Do not join me on stage if you're pissed out of your mind at 1:30 in the afternoon, or if you're addicted to, I suspected you would be, or if you're addicted to any Class A drugs, or if you're a serial killer, a BMW driver, kamikaze pilot, UKIP voter, or if you think the greatest James Bond of all time was George Lazenby, please stay in your chair. But anyone else who would like to take advantage of the rare and beautiful opportunity to be hypnotized and star in the final Saturday of Edinburgh Fringe, please make your way to the stage. Roll up. roll up, step right this way. If you're coming up with someone you know, do not sit next to them, leave a space. If all 12 seats are taken, stand behind. Don't sit next to anyone you know, stand behind when the seats are taken. I'll move a few of you around shortly, and we'll give a second shout out if anyone wants to change their mind and join us. That's it, keep it coming, the more the merrier. We're all a happy family here. There we go. Big round of applause for our beautiful volunteers. Great. Well done. Thank you all for joining us. That applause was all for you. And there is plenty more where that came from. So, I mentioned earlier that one of the skills of the hypnotist is in knowing how to induce the right state of mind in the volunteer, and that is the state of extreme relaxation. So we're not going to go into hypnosis just yet. For the next few minutes, we're going to enter a state of extreme relaxation, and everyone in the audience is going to join in with these relaxation experiments, so they can see how well suited they would be to hypnosis if they had decided to come on stage. If you change your mind, I will allow you a second chance. Everyone on stage, everyone in the audience, feet rooted firmly to the floor, backs nice and straight. While I explain what we're going to do, you need to start to take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. We'll continue with deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Unless you come stand over here for me, please. Thank you very much. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. In a moment's time, I will count slowly from 1 to 3. When I count number 1, you will hold your hands about 10 inches apart, palms facing each other. When I count number 2, you'll bring your hands together like so. Interlock your fingers, keeping your thumbs pressed together. And when I count 3, bend the elbows, keep them in tight, and focus on the back of your thumbs. Do that with me now. 1, 2, and 3. Focusing on the back of those thumbs, staring intensely and intently on those thumbs as I begin to count. Focusing on those thumbs with the number 1. Focusing, staring, studying, intensely, staring at those thumbs, getting to see them in a new light, getting to see them better than you've ever gotten to know them before. In this time you are allowed to take photographs with no flash and no videos for the next 10 minutes. You may record videos when everyone is asleep and performing, but not while I'm inducing trance. Focusing on those thumbs, number 1. Number 2, studying those thumbs, seeing them better than you've ever seen them before, seeing new details in them as you study and focus. 3, look at the shape, the skin colour, changes in pigmentation. See things that you've never seen in your thumbs before, getting to know them like the back of your hands. 3, as you study the shape, the colour, the pigmentation, creases in the skin. See the knuckle, the cuticle, the thumbnail, the thumb tip. Focusing, studying, staring, seeing things you've never seen before. 4, and as you focus on those thumbs intensely and intently, you begin to notice how they start to fade in and out of focus now. In and out of focus. And as you start to see those thumbs fading in and out of focus, you notice for the very first time how the suggestions which I present to you do become your reality. You start to appreciate your concentration skills and your power to receive my suggestions. Number 5. And as you focus on those thumbs, you start to notice how the palms of your hands are beginning to feel a little clammy now. Number 6. Feel that clammy sensation in the palms of your hands. Number 7, that clammy, sticky sensation. And with each number I count, that clammy, sticky sensation starts to increase. Number 8. And as that clammy, sticky sensation starts to increase, you feel your hands starting to stick together, starting to clam down and clamp down and seal down and shut tight. Number 7, 8, 9, 10. With each number I count, that locking feeling grows stronger as the hands continue to clam and stick and seal together. And as I touch you on the hands, it feels as though the world's strongest glue just drizzles over your hands, dripping in between the gaps in your fingers, drizzling, dripping and spreading. And as I touch you on the hands, you feel that world's strongest glue drizzling, dripping and spreading across the hands, flowing into the gaps between your fingers, spreading across your hands, the palms of your hands, across the fingers, in the gaps between the fingers, as that strongest glue continues to spread and seal and lock down. 11, 12, and with each number I count, the glue starts to set and starts to solidify. 13, 14, and it locks those hands down tighter and tighter than ever before. 15, 16, feel that glue seeping in the gaps of your fingers, spreading across your hands now, sealing the palms of your hands together, welding the fingers down to the backs of the hands. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, locking down tighter. If your eyes are open, close them now and focus on the tightness of the locking in your hands. Feel them locking down so tightly, tighter now than ever before, as the strongest glue in the world continues to set, continues to solidify, seal, lock, clasp those hands down. 21. And you focus so tightly on the locking of your hands now, it feels as though many vibrations are starting to appear in the hands. 22, 23, and you feel that many vibrating sensations settling in. 24, 25, as though the cells in your hands are starting to bounce off each other, vibrate, shake, and pulsate. And as I touch you on the hands, that vibrating, shaking, pulsating sensation increases. 26, 27, as though the hands are on fire with vibration, bouncing off each other, all the cells, the vibration increases with the tight locking of the hands. 27, 28, 29, 30, the cells bouncing off each other, and that vibrating, pulsating, shaking sensation increasing now. 31, 32, feel the vibrations getting larger, shaking, pulsating, vibrating off each other, those cells. 33, 34, 35, and that vibrating feeling starts to spread past your hands now, down to your wrists. 36, 37, 38, increasing, increasing, increasing. 37, 38, 39, 40, that vibrating sensation flowing through your arms now and entering the rest of your body. It feels like every cell in your body carries that vibrating sensation. 41, 42, every drop of blood flowing through your system. 43, 44, carries that tight locking vibrating sensation. 45, 46, till every part of your being, every fibre of your being, every piece of your soul carries that locking, vibrating sensation. 48, 49 and 50. Good. And you can feel that vibrating sensation recede now. Your hands stay locked down, clasped down, the vibrations disappear and fade to a halt. And as I touch you on the hands again, the glue finally finishes setting, finishes solidifying, and your hands locked down, sealed down, clasped down and shut tight 100%, tighter and tighter with each moment that passes. The glue is set, it's solidified, locked down, sealed down, clasps down and shut tight, tighter and tighter now 100%. Good. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Everyone in the audience whose hands are still together, they will lock down 100% as I stamp on the floor. Locking down 100% as that glue sets and solidifies. And I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. When I reach the number 1, you will try to prise your hands apart. But you will find that you are unable. In fact, the harder you try, the tighter and tighter they will lock, seal and clasp. 5, palm welded to palm, fingers welded to backs of hands like one solid block of wood. They cannot and will not come apart. 4, hands sealed down, locked down, clasped down and shut tight, tighter and tighter with each moment that passes. 3, you know that when I say the final number, the number 1, and tell you to try to prise your hands apart, you will be unable. In fact, the harder you try, the tighter and tighter they will lock, 2, tighter and tighter now than ever before. They seal, lock, clasp down to the maximum. And finally, number 1, try to uprise your hands. You find you cannot. The harder you try, the tighter they lock. Keeping your eyes closed, tighter and tighter they lock down. Good. But when I touch you on the hands, they will repel like magnets, springing apart in that very instant, freely, readily and ably. When I touch you on the hands, repelling like magnets, freely, readily and ably, they spring apart, freely, readily and ably, relaxing down in your lap as they spring apart, freely, readily and ably, freely, readily and ably, relaxing down in your lap. Keeping your eyes closed as you take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Does anyone in the audience with your hands locked stand up for me? Good. Keeping your eyes closed, you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to hold now in your mind's eye the image of a house. Any house. A house you know, a house you've owned, a house from fiction, or a house of your own imagination. Hold that house vividly, in as much detail as possible in your mind's eye. Picture it as clearly as you can. When I stamp on the floor, the house will disappear and be replaced by the image of a dog. Any dog. A dog you know, a dog you've owned, a dog from fiction, or a dog of your own imagination. Do that now. Picturing in your mind's eye that image of a dog, holding it vividly, boldly, clearly, in as much detail as you can. Picture everything you can about that dog. And when I stamp my foot on the floor again, the dog will disappear. In its place you will hold in your mind's eye an image of yourself, sitting or standing where you are right now, looking how you're looking, wearing what you're wearing, feeling how you're feeling. Do that now. Holding in your mind's eye that image of yourself clearly, vividly, boldly. Picture yourself sitting or standing right there. And in your mind's eye, imagine that that image you hold of yourself has your eyes locked down so tightly that no matter how hard you try to open them, you cannot. Your eyes are locked down 10 times, 30 times, 50 times tighter than your hands were earlier. 10, 30, 50 times tighter, and see yourself trying to open those eyes and failing. And as I stamp my foot again, you know that this has now become your reality. For now, your eyes are locked down tighter than your hands were, 10 times, 30 times, 50 times tighter, and if you try to open them, you cannot. Go ahead, try to open your eyes. See that the harder you try, the tighter and tighter they lock. Tighter and tighter the harder you try. Good. Relax your eyes, you can stop trying to open them. Good. And hold in your mind's eye once again that image of yourself, sitting or standing where you are right now. And imagine, in your mind's eye, the hypnotist Ben Dali comes to stand behind you. He taps you on the head and says the word, sleep. And in the instant that Ben Dali taps you on the head and says the word, sleep, every single muscle in your body relaxes. Your head drops down into your chest. And you enter a state of calming, blissful, relaxing, peaceful, hypnotic sleep, where good things happen, happy memories are formed, and you will wake up on the other side a more confident, optimistic, upbeat, and positive person. And you know that as I stamp my foot on the floor one final time, that this too has become your reality. For now, Ben Dali does stand before you. Very soon he will tap you on the head and say the word sleep. When that happens, every muscle in your body will relax. Your head will drop down into your chest. You will enter a state of beautiful hypnotic sleep where only good things happen. If you are standing when you sleep, your feet will hold you steady. That happens when I tap you on the head and say the word sleep, starting now. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep it all the way. Sleep, sleep, down. Sleep, 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 sleep. how calm and relaxed you become. More relaxed than you've ever been in passion. Feel how calm and relaxed you become. More relaxed than you've ever been before in your life. Feel how deeply, peacefully, blissfully relaxed you are. But you can relax deeper still. And as I touch you on the shoulder, feel that depth of relaxation increasing. Feel yourself drifting down a further 10 times deeper. Just relaxing down, drifting down, feeling good, feeling nice and relaxed as I touch you on the shoulder, drifting down 10 times deeper. 10 times deeper. 10 times deeper. Deeper and deeper. Down you go. Drifting. Diving, delving, relaxing down 10 times deeper. Good. So calm. So relaxed. More relaxed than you've ever been before in your life. Feel that depth of relaxation that you're at. And as I touch you on the shoulder again, you find yourself drifting down a further 30 times deeper. Feeling that depth going down 30 times deeper. 30 times deeper, drifting down, relaxing down, 30 times deeper, down you go, down, 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 so calm, so relaxed. More relaxed than you've ever been before in your life. And imagine now how it would feel if you were able to relax a further 50 times deeper. How would it feel to reach the deepest depths of relaxation that your mind is capable of achieving? For as I touch you on the shoulder one final time, you will achieve that goal. Drift down to those depths. Delve, dive, plunge down. A final 50 times deeper. 50 times deeper. 50 times deeper. The deepest your mind is capable of relaxing, delving, diving, plunging down to the deepest depths of relaxation in your mind, the most peaceful, calm depths that your mind is even capable of achieving, down 50 times deeper, 50 times deeper, down, 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 down. There you are, so calm, so relaxed, and now you look forward to receiving my suggestions and creating memories for yourselves and your peers. From this point onwards, I want you to agree with me that I, Ben Dali, your hypnotist and guide for the day, can tell no lies. Whatever I to you will be accepted as the truth. Nod your head to confirm you understand. Good. You will not rise out of your seat unless I tell you to do so. Nod your head to confirm you understand. If I say the word sleep, or stamp on the floor like so, you will instantly return to this state of calming, peaceful, blissful, relaxing, hypnotic sleep. Nod your head, you understand. And finally, any sounds you hear other than my own voice or noises I tell you to listen to will simply drift past you into the background and fade into the distance. Nod your head, you understand. Good. I want you to see yourself once more in your mind's eye. This time you're sitting or standing on a beach, a beautiful warm beach. This could be a beach you know, a beach you've always wanted to visit, a beach from fiction, or a beach of your own imagination. But you see yourself on that nice warm beach, and on the count of 3, you're just going to stretch out your arms and stretch out your legs on that nice warm beach, keeping your eyes closed. 1, 2, and 3. On a nice warm beach, feeling good, and you stretch out your arms and stretch out your legs, feeling nice and warm, absolutely beautiful. Never felt better in your life as you stretch out those arms and stretch out those legs, and you're feeling nice and warm. Never better. What a beautiful temperature it is, and you feel absolutely wonderful. Leaning back in your chair or standing around on a nice warm beach, and you stretch out those arms and stretch out those legs, and it starts to get just a little bit warmer, and you feel perspiration starts to appear on your head, and you take your hand and dab that perspiration off your head. Take your hand and you dab that perspiration off your head. You're getting nice and warm, and too warm now, and you dab that perspiration off your head, and it starts to get a little hotter, and you feel sweat starts to drip down your face. Wipe that sweat off your face. Feel that sweat starting to drip down your face. Sweat starts to run down your face now. Your clothes are getting a bit clammy. Unstick those clothes from your body. Feel your clothes starting to stick to your body. Sticky, clammy clothes sticking to your body. And if you're wearing an extra layer of clothing, a jumper or a jacket, you might want to take it off as we get hotter and hotter with each moment that passes, as getting hotter and hotter with each moment that passes, and sweat starts to run down your face, sweat dripping down your arms, sweat running down your arms, flowing down your body. You need to take your hand and fan yourself. Try and get some cool air back into your system. Take your hand and fan yourself. Try and get some cool air back into your system as you get hotter and hotter. With each moment that passes, you've got to fan your face, fan your legs, fan your body, fan your arms. Do whatever it takes to get some warm, cool air back into your body. Feels like your fingers are about to melt. Goosebumps appearing on your blisters, all appearing on your arms. But what's that you see in the distance? Some clouds are about to appear on the horizon. They're going to block out the sun. The sun disappears, and in its place now, on the count of 3, comes the howling wind. 1, 2, and 3. Feel that howling wind now replacing the sun. No more warmth, only the freezing cold. Feel that freezing cold wind chilling you to the very core. And you need to rub your hands together to try and get some cool air back into your system. Try and get some warmth back. You've got to rub those hands together. Try and get some warmth back into your system. Feel that freezing cold chilling you to your very core. Freezing. Rub your arms. You've got to rub your face. Rub your legs. Rub your body. Do whatever it takes. Try and get some warmth back into your system. Freezing cold. room temperature, not too hot, not too cold, and feet holding you steady as you sleep on 3. 1, 2, 3, sleep all the way down. So I'm touching on the head. It's Alexandra, right? Eyes open, wide awake. Alexandra, come and take a seat right here for me. Just come and take a seat right here. Ben, by the way, it's lovely to see you. You come and take a seat right there. Take a seat right there. And sleep! In a moment's time, you're going to wake up to find that you are the greatest piano player in the world. Very soon, you're going to be playing the biggest piano concert in history, live on stage at Edinburgh Castle to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. 1,000 fans have come to see you perform, including the Queen of the United Kingdom. This is the biggest moment of your life. But before you wake up and find yourself playing your piano to 1,000 screaming fans, you are currently at home about to practice. You're sitting at home in your favourite chair and there's a piano in front of you. So stretch out those arms, get ready to play that piano in front of you. Sitting up and stretch out those arms, getting ready to play that piano in front of you. Practicing in the comfort of your own home, tinkling away on 3. 1, 2 and 3. There you go, tinkling and pounding away that piano. Get those fingers moving, here we go. Just practicing in the comfort of your living room, feeling good. And when the audience see you, they want to see a big smile on your face. Let's see the biggest smile that you can. Big smile on the face. Getting ready for the biggest show of your life. But you're a special piano player. You can play with just the thumbs. You can play with just your thumbs. Play with just those thumbs. And play with just your pinky fingers now. Playing the piano with just the pinky fingers. There we go, tinkling away at that piano with a big smile on your face, feeling good, feeling great, looking forward to waking up to your 1,000 of screaming fans. That's going to happen on the count of 3. You're going to wake up in Edinburgh Castle to 1,000 screaming fans on 1, 2, and 3! And your fans are amazing. Here you are, the biggest show of your life. Take it away, pass out those keys, play that piano, here we go! Playing that piano now with a big smile on your face. This is what your fans have come to see. They want to encourage you. Your fans go crazy! Flash out those keys now. And you can play with just your thumbs, just the thumbs. And just the pinky fingers, just the pinky fingers. Just your middle fingers. And show those middle fingers to the audience. What are you doing? Keep quiet, keep quiet! Playing with just the elbows now, just the elbows. Keep playing, you can play with just your elbows, just your noses now, just take a bow. What a performance, that was great. Take a seat for me if you've got a chair in front of you. Take a seat and sleeping on 3. 1, 2, 3, sleeping all the way down. Let's have a round of applause for our volunteers. We're going to have a really nice show tonight. And all suggestions presented to you so far have been removed and cancelled. You feel good, feeling great as you take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Personal touch on the head. Shout your name out for me. Anna. Cool. Everyone's sleeping now. Cool. In a moment's time, you're going to wake up to find that the hypnotist Ben Dali has become completely invisible. You will not be able to see me at all, but you will be able to see any object I hold up and respond to any commands that I give you. Nod your head to confirm you understand this. Good. Earlier today, you went on a guided tour of Edinburgh Castle. During the tour, you got separated from the rest of your group and locked in the castle overnight. Now, Edinburgh Castle used to be a dungeon for all the most vicious serial killers and murderers in Scottish history. And now their corpses haunt the dungeons, and you are trapped with them overnight. You are absolutely petrified, cold and alone, scared to death, screaming, afraid of what might happen. But I promise no harm will come to you whatsoever. Nod your head to confirm you understand all of this. On the count of 3, you will wake up. The hypnotist Ben Dali will be completely invisible. You are cold and alone in Edinburgh Castle with haunted things going on around you. You may leave your chair, you may not leave the stage. You will wake up on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open wide awake. Whoa. At the head of next dark, and winter is coming. Anna looks up and sees a glass of red wine hovering over towards her. She stands up and takes the glass of red wine. Oh. She takes a mouthful, but she doesn't swallow. She swills the red wine around in her mouth, looks on as the glass hovers away. And she swills it around and she realizes it's not red wine, it's blood. She sprays it out her mouth. Oh! She takes a seat. And everyone goes back to sleeping all the way down. Guys, let's have a massive round of applause for our volunteers. Aren't they amazing? And everyone's feeling brilliant, feeling confident, feeling positive, feeling optimistic, feeling happy. Everyone's feeling great, feeling absolutely wonderful. Person I'm touching on the head, shout your name out for me. Jemima, come and open your eyes. Come and take a seat right here for me, Jemima. Just right there, perfect. Take a seat, Jemima, and sleeping all the way down. Person I'm touching on the head, shout your name out for me. Francesca, move your chair forwards for me. Eyes open wide awake. Move your chair forwards. Move your chair forwards. Perfect. Thanks, Francesca. Very nice. And sleeping all the way down. Person I'm touching on the head, shout your name out for me. Olivia, come and now, take my hand, draw me over here, Olivia. Got a seat for you right here. Take a seat right there. Sit down and sleeping all the way down. Good. And everyone's feeling good, feeling great. relaxing, feeling wonderful, feeling confident, feeling positive, reinvigorated, happy and excited. And in a moment's time, we will all wake up to find ourselves as contestants on a Channel 4 TV show called Naked Attraction. And when you wake up and find yourself on Naked Attraction, you are completely naked. And everyone else on the stage, except for me, is completely naked. And you will either feel very confident or very embarrassed by your body. That decision is entirely up to you. You will wake up finding yourself completely naked in front of millions of people, including everyone you've ever known, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, I was open wide awake. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on another episode of Channel 4's Naked Attraction, the show that likes to begin where a good day ends. Naked. And, we've got our stand-up contestants. Let's get a good look at who we've got on the stage. So here we've got our stand-up flamingos. Everyone stand up and just move back a little bit. So we've got our 10 contestants. And Anna, come and join me. Now, Anna, you're our main contestant today. What made you apply for Naked Attraction?
I like my body.
You do. Can we have a look? Give us a little spin. Whoa! Studio audience, let's hear it for Anna. Thanks, Anna. That was lovely. What's your favourite part about your body? Anything particular? It's all nice.
All great.
All nice. Look, everyone stand up for us. Everyone stand up. Let's have walk up and down the line, Anna, and have a look at everyone. See if there's anyone you want to have a closer look at. Just walk all the way up and down the line. Let's see what we've got going on. Is there anyone that your eyes are drawn to? Anyone you want to go and have a closer examination of? We've got, hey, what's your name?
Stella.
We've got Stella. What is it that drew you to Stella today, Anna?
Eyes.
Her eyes. What about the rest of her body? Is that the kind of body that appeals to you? Pretty confident, Stella. Is that an outie she's got there? No? No? Not an outie. Okay. You're a fan of tattoos, aren't you, Anna?
No.
Okay. So, you are a fan? You're not sure? You let me know when you've decided. Over here we've got Francesca. Francesca, you happen to be here today. How are you feeling?
Not really.
Not really. So, you're here on Naked Attraction. What made you apply for this series?
I didn't apply.
Did someone apply for you?
Yeah.
Are you okay there? You okay? You're not as happy as you were a minute ago, are you? You are happy, great. Let's see who else we've got. What's your name, buddy?
Jeffrey.
We've got Jeffrey. Jeffrey, and then which of the... Come and walk up and down the line with me, Jeffrey. You're quite confident, you're feeling happy to be here. You well endowed, Jeffrey, would you say?
Sorry?
Are you a well-built man?
I'm a very well-built man.
Are there any other guys? Yeah, having a look at the... there's a couple of other guys. How would you say you compare to the other men on stage, Jeffrey?
I'm bigger.
Jeffrey, sleeping all the way down. When you wake up, Jeffrey, I'm completely naked as well, and I'm 3 times your size. 1, 2, 3, I was open wide awake. So, you're bigger than all the guys on stage, are you, Jeffrey?
Still, yeah.
Yeah? Even me?
Yeah.
Cool. You take a little step back there for me, Jeffrey. I'm just going to move around here. Sorry. Okay. Over here we've got Alexandra. Are you happy to be here, Alexandra?
Very.
Yeah. Are you confident with your body? You happy to be on naked for the world to see?
Not really.
Okay. Eyes on me. It's sleeping all the way down when you wake up. You're really excited. You're a massive exhibitionist. 1, 2, 3 hours wide awake. So we've got Alexandra. Alexandra, how are you feeling about being naked on television today?
Really good.
Yeah. Is there anyone up here? Come and walk. Take my hand. Have a walk up and down this line. Is there anyone you want to have a closer look at? We've got Asher at the end. Are you feeling confident and happy to be here, Asher? Ish? You're still making your mind up. Anyone you want to go and have a closer look at all?
Yeah.
Oh, back over there. Is that Jeffrey? Cool. Jeffrey's looking pretty confident as well there. Cool. Eyes on me, Jeffrey, sleeping, Francesca, sleeping. Whenever I click my fingers, Jeffrey, you suddenly become shyer about your body. Francesca, every time I click my fingers, you become more confident with your body. 1, 2, 3, eyes open wide awake. So we've got Jeffrey and Francesca. You're not too happy to be here. You're a bit embarrassed about your body, yes?
No, I think
You're quite. How about you? You're quite good. How about you, Jeffrey?
Shy.
You're a bit shy than you were before. Cool. Oh, there we go. And Francesca, you want to give us a little 12? Show us what you're made of? There we go. Not too close to the edge of the stage, honey. Alright, so we've got Jeffrey and well, you're okay there, Jeffrey. We've got Jeffrey and Francesca, and they're both... Everyone, you okay there, Jeffrey? What's the problem, Jeff? Jeffrey, what's wrong? What?
I don't want anybody to see my willy.
But you must have been happy with it before. Right. Everyone, feet holding you steady, everyone sleeping all the way down. When you wake up, I'm completely naked as well. I've got the biggest penis in the entire world, and if I move around too quickly, it might swing up and hit you in the face. It's so big you can't take your eyes off it. 1, 2, 3, everyone eyes open wide awake. So I thought I'd get naked on the show as well this year. You okay? How are you getting on, Olivia?
Not great.
Not great? You're happy to be here though, right? You're feeling quite confident. What about you? How do we compare?
Yeah, I'm good. Very good.
Just going to come, excuse me, just going to move. Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Very well, thanks for asking. Hey, what's your name? Stella, is it? Stella. And when you came on the show, was I the kind of person that you were hoping?
Yeah.
I'm just going to move around. Hey, how are you feeling, Asher? I was sleeping on Asher when you wake up. You're really confident. 1, 2, 3 hours. So you got Asher as well. You're happy to be here, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're feeling great. What do you think about me and all my glory here? Did you know that I was Jewish? Did you know I was Jewish? Well, just going to move back. Oh, sorry, guys. Move back. Everyone take a seat for me. Everyone take a seat. And sleeping all the way down. Give them a massive round of applause. Oh, that's great. Right, sadly we come to the finale of the show, and for the finale of Take a Trance on Me, we're going to find ourselves involved in the series final of 2017's X Factor competition, where we each have an important role to play in the finale of X Factor competition. Who to have which role? Decisions. Person I'm touching on the head right now. Stella, you are a really lovely judge. Anything you see is the most incredible performance. You absolutely love it. Each performance is better than the one before, and the last one is so amazing it brings a tear to your eye. You just can't find beautiful enough compliments for all the performances that you see. Anna, you are a nasty judge. You are an absolute bitch. Whatever you see is terrible. You don't know how they got to the final. You are nastier than Simon Cowell. You don't care about anyone's feelings. You're just going to tear everything to shreds. And each performance is worse than the one before. Jeffrey, you are a really honest judge. Whatever you see, you're going to be completely honest about. If you like it, you're really complimentary. If you don't like it, you're really nasty about it. You're completely honest whatever you think. By the way, if you're on stage, if you have any allergies to makeup, raise a hand. Good. Francesca, you are a special guest judge, and you are from an alien planet. You understand everything I say to you in English, but you can only respond using your native gibberish, alien language, and using big, bold, wild hand gestures. You're here to entertain everyone on your native alien planet using your gibberish language, but you do understand everything I say to you in English. Alexandra, you are the makeup girl. When anyone is singing, your job is to put makeup on the judges, make sure they look really beautiful for when the cameras come back on them. Person I'm touching on the head, shout your name out for me. Jake, you're a warm-up man. When anyone's singing, your job is to keep the audience applauding and cheering along and clapping along. Person I'm touching on the head right now. Now, you are the singers, dancers. When anyone is singing, your job is to be on the dance floor doing appropriate dance moves for the song and making sure the audience are having a really great time. Personal touching on the head. Now, when you wake up, you're going to go straight down and sit in the audience where you are the most enthusiastic member of the entire audience. Everything's amazing. You need to be cheering and clapping everything, and if there's anyone in the audience not cheering and clapping, you're going to have a go at them because they should be enjoying themselves. And personal touching the head. Now, when you wake up, you're going to go and sit in the audience. You are the worst audience member. You think everything's absolutely terrible. If anyone in the audience is having a good time, you need to shout at them and tell them off. You don't understand why they're enjoying it, and it's all so terrible. Everybody nod your head to confirm you understand. We're going to wake up on the count of 3 with our live studio audience going crazy for the 2017 X Factor final. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open wide awake. Audience members, get down to the audience. Dance floor. Dancers down to the dance floor. Applause man, get your applause card. Makeup man, wait for the sign. We're going live. Judges, give me chairs for us. Here we go to some dancing. You don't do some dancing. Judges, move your dancing. Not too far. Back a little bit, back a little bit, back a little bit. Cool. We've got a live studio audience. Alright, here we are. It is the 2017 X Factor final, and we are really excited about what's coming up today. This should be good fun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a quick chat with our judges. First of all, Stella, how do you think this series has been so far?
Bloody brilliant!
Yeah, it's all been good?
Yes, great! great!
Anything you'd like to say to the dancers, the singers before they come?
Oh, the very best, guys!
Alright, now, and don't forget your applause card there as well. There you go. Next up, we've got Anna. Anna, how's the series been for you up to this
To
point?
be honest, I just think it's a waste of time
Yeah? How come?
because they're not good.
Okay. What about you, Jeffrey? You're happy with the standard we've seen this year?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a winner.
Okay. Any advice to give the singers?
Just go out there, throw your heart at it, and get the wall.
Finally, we got our special guest judge. Sorry, just remind me, how do you pronounce your name? Just make sure I've got the rest. Where are you from?
Oh, Derby.
Okay. And how's everyone on Hong Kong been enjoying X Factor this year? Yeah. Anything that you think everyone on here will be looking for? Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you. We've got 3 singers today. Makeup Girl's going to get to work on our judges. Ladies and gentlemen, performer number 1 for this 2017 X Factor finale, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. It's Elvis. Thank you very much. Well, there we go with Spellman. Our first performer. Let's see how our judges enjoyed that. Now, never easy going first. How did Spellman cope with that, Jeffrey?
I don't like his hair though.
Oh, what's wrong with the hairstyle?
It's a bit too puffy.
Okay, like the Vampire Slayer's haircut.
Yeah, but I think he was quite a good singer.
Okay, thanks. That's the most important thing, isn't it, Jeffrey? How about you, Anna? That was a good way to start things off?
No.
Oh, why?
It's just too much movement.
Too much. So the vocals were good, you just wanted a bit more stillness.
No, the vocals sounded like a cow mooing.
Okay, a tuneful cow mooing, perhaps?
No.
Okay, so your fellow judges weren't a big fan of that. How did you enjoy that, Stella?
I really liked it, but I'd like more risks.
More risks?
I want to drop into the floor.
Okay, so you want Elvis to do some breakdancing next time?
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow, I'm sure he'll do that for you. And finally, you've got yeah. How was that for you and your fellow Yerians?
I'm really good to die.
Okay, so again, that's the kind of music that they appreciate. Cool. Right, well, we are 1 singer down and 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna get the audience clapping and cheering for this. It is Caramba. Go. Yeah. Yo, back off now, get the ball. From you to this, another back to go. Mercy, 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 me on my lap in the cave, but on the stage I'm free. Hot up, better for fine. Everything around the goes like a 9. I see the one I want to say coming. Then I come around and then I push up. Work the body, work the body. Slow down, go, you have a hook somebody. Hold up, y'all, let's get this one thing clear. There's only one reason why I can't get any women want to do it, so they tell you what's up. Women want to do it, so they tell you what's up. Women want to do it, so they tell you what's up. I take care of the night, and hit the ground, go. Shake, shake, shake the room. Shake, shake, shake the room. Shake, shake, shake the room. Take, boom. Well, Caramba, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our second performer. And how did our judges enjoy that? Thanks so much. You can take a seat, they're looking great. Well done. Alright, so Stella, you enjoyed the first performance, how did that compare?
Really good. I like the energy, I like the mood.
Okay, and vocal performances was good for you?
Brilliant.
Okay, excellent. And how about you? And are you happy with what we just seen?
It sounded like something was being murdered by an organ grinder.
Oh, what was wrong with the performance? How could we have improved it for you?
I think it would be bad when people started to take their clothes off.
Okay, I mean, he'd consider it. If only this show weren't at 1:35. How about you, Jeffrey?
I thought it was quite a strong performance all round. You know, I like the movement around the stage, like deep booming voice.
Yeah, well, he's been practicing. And do you have rap on your planet? Yeah, that went down well for you guys. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That's it for our judges. All right, we've got time for just one more performance, and we're really hoping that our judges like this last one. I'm pretty sure it's going to bring a tear to Stella's eye at the very least. Our final singer, Hypnotic. We're going to have a quick chat. Hey, you come back up. Come and join us. We're going to have a quick chat with our judges about that last performance. So that was the finale of X Factor 2017. Anna, is that what this competition needed?
I have honestly never been more bored in my life. Like, was that a shitty Italian accent or was that an actual Spanish accent? Honestly, I didn't understand a word you said.
But what about the enthusiasm and the passion?
The enthusiasm and the passion was solid, but honestly, you just should not be enthusiastic about whatever that was.
Okay, I mean, he made it through to the final. What do you have to say to everyone at home who's voted for him to get this far?
Fuck that.
No! Parental advisory is it? Okay, Stella.
I really liked it, and I would like him to take me for a slice of his pizza.
When you're not hypnotised, you're welcome to ask it. And finally, we have Jeffrey. That was the big finale of the series, Jeffrey. Was it everything this competition deserved?
I think he is my winner. I got goosebumps and nearly got brought to tears, and I'm really happy with that performance from Hypnotic.
Great, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. And finally, how was that for you and everyone at home? Yeah. You think that's the kind of music that touched all your families? Yeah. And which of the performances do you think everyone back on your home planet would have liked the most? The rap. I think so as well. Guys, can we have a big round of applause for our dancers, my warm-up guys, my make-up guys, our judges, and our audience members. Everyone's going back to sleep on 3, 1, 2, 3, sleep with all the way down. And that sadly brings us towards the end of the show. I do hope you had a nice time. I'm going to wake our volunteers up in a moment. First of all, just want to thank all of you very much for coming down to see the show today. I do also run another show at 5 to 10 every evening. Tonight is the last one. It's a free variety show called the Not So Secret Society. We've got music, cabaret, comedy, burlesque and magic, and we'll be back next year, so keep an eye out for that as well. Now this is advertised as a free show, but as we all know, that is a lie. So I'll be standing at the back with a hat and we'll be very grateful for your donations. The average price for a show here in Edinburgh is £12 a ticket. I hope that you've enjoyed this hour more than the average show that you see here. If you do, give me a tenner. I think that's a fair price for the entertainment these amazing people and I have provided for you. This has been one of my, probably actually my #1 favourite performance here, favourite show of Edinburgh Fringe. It's been a delight sharing it all with you. I'm so glad that you came down. I've got someone recording as well, so the highlights of the show will be up on YouTube if you keep an eye on my YouTube channel over the autumn time. And if you'd like a full copy of the show or a hypnotherapy CD, they are all on sale, so come and have a chat with me at the end. Volunteers on stage, I'm going to wake you up by counting from 1 up to 5. When I reach number 5, you'll be wide awake and remembering everything that's happened on stage today, except for this one final suggestion I am about to give you, and that is, for the rest of your time here in Edinburgh, if anybody asks you to recommend a show to them, the only one that will come to mind is Ben Dali, Take a Trance on Me, and you will absolutely rave about it. Again, you will not remember this suggestion, but you will remember everything else that's happened on stage today. If you are promoting your own show, you can still promote that as well, of course. You're going to wake up on the count of 5, remembering everything that's happened except that final suggestion. 1, remembering where you are here on stage at the Liquid Dreams. You put on an amazing show and we truly thank you for it. 2, you're feeling good, feeling great, feeling confident, feeling optimistic and positive. Looking forward to an amazing Fringe ahead where nothing's going to get you down this last weekend. 3, looking forward to telling everyone how much you love Ben Dali, Take a Trance on Me. 4, feeling awesome, memories all coming back to you, feeling absolutely fantastic, great, confident, positive. And you're going to wake up on the next number to a rapturous applause from your adoring public on the count of 5. Eyes open wide awake, guys. Can we have a huge round of applause? Everyone, stand up and take a bow. You are the stars of today's show. You have been absolutely amazing. Guys, give them a big round of applause. You're all dismissed. Thank you for coming. You've been a beautiful audience. I'm Ben Dali. You are awesome. I'll see you all soon. Thank you and good afternoon.